Well, hey, there you are. Sonia here. Welcome to Sonia's Sermonettes. You know, I really do believe that many people are just getting sick and tired of nothing working. There's no way that you can see any help or hope when you go here or go there, turn to this one, turn to that one, turn to this ministry, that ministry. And sometimes it just seems as if it's almost like a circus, like a carnival that comes to town. They hit the streets, they rake in the dough, and they leave high and dry in the middle of the night. But what are we going to do if we do not know that we are saved or lost? This is the question. And you know what I realized? I realized that the reason why many have not accepted Jesus Christ as their Savior is because they've seen and heard way too many stories about what others are doing and how they are performing or not performing or living or not living. We're not going to talk or focus on what other people are doing right now. You may have a whole list of why you find it very difficult to even think about giving your life to God. You have to check your motives and why you feel that way. What are you actually trying to get accomplished? And why do you feel it's so hard to turn to God? To be accepting Jesus Christ as your Savior. You know, the main reason is the carnal, natural man, that's us, goes completely against God. And the reason why is because many feel like God isn't anything but a bunch of rules and regulations and is just watching and waiting to crack down on an individual that fails. And then many people just say, well, what's the use? I can't do it. No, you can't. That's the main issue right there. You are trying to get something accomplished that only can be done through God's power. You've got to give it up and give it to God. Here is the most important thing to do. Start. Simply start by finding out whether you believe you're saved or lost, whether you've confessed that Jesus Christ is the Lord, whether you've asked Him to save you from hell, save you from all this chaos and turmoil and circus shows that are going on. Have you asked Him, I want to be saved? Or are you fearful of what might be asked out of you? Here's the thing. Are you putting things ahead of yourself? Are you hindering your own salvation? Are you working against your own self by coming up with all these lists of things that you might have to give up, that you might be expected to do, and now you're going to have to gear up and dress up and go up and stand up and be accounted for? Here, I'm going to say it again. Whatever is in the future for any of us, the most vital, important thing about our life is that we know we have confessed that Jesus Christ is the Son of the living God and was crucified, buried, and was resurrected and redeemed our souls from sin and hell. This is the most important part. You put all your care on God. You know what? You might be thinking, I'm not good enough. I don't know if you know this or not, but no one is good enough. We cannot accomplish it. We cannot have enough righteousness of ourselves. We don't have that. That all comes from God. So by you surrendering and saying, Lord, I accept you as my Savior, you just wait and let God do the working in your life. Do not think about what might be ahead. You be thinking about what isn't ahead that's bad. That you will know that you can lay down on your pillow at night. And I know what it's like to be lost. There's a fear. There's a wondering. There's a constant wondering why and what's going to happen to you or your soul in the end. Like I've said, and I'll say it again. Dear ones, The most important thing for you or I to do is simply accept Jesus Christ as your personal Savior. Get out of the way, tear up your list of what might be expected of you, or demanded out of you, or have someone take control of your life now. Give God control of your life. Fear not about what the future holds if you've already given your life to God. God, here I am. I'm a mess. You know I'm a mess. I can't work it out. No, you can't. I can't figure it out. No, you can't. I can't make myself do right because there's things, God, that my mind just wants me to do. Here they all are, God. Let God work it out. Let God do the work in you. But first and foremost, dear one, find that you are saved regardless of what you've been watching and looking at and comparing and wondering why. Why this, why that. Just ask yourself, why am I going around here feeling fearful and afraid that my soul is lost? I trust this will help you to get your mind made up that you're going to surrender completely and totally to God, and then let God, as I've said, let God work out your life. Anything needs to be changed, it's up to Him. Just being willing. Here I am, Lord. I know He's not going to ask anything. He said He wouldn't put any more on you than you could bear. He's not going to ask you to do things you're not even capable of doing. Whatever He does it within us. Whatever I do, it's God doing it within me. It's certainly not my capabilities. And that's what we got to focus on. I just accept you, Jesus Christ, as my Savior. Cleanse me from head to toe. Take away desires that have hindered me. Take away information that is just nothing but junk and just a negative mess. And just cleanse me completely from my head all the way down to my toes. I'm glad you stopped in, and I look forward to the next time, dear ones. And so, until next time.